how many positions at the power plant. There's 25 to 27 full-time jobs, and then that's not construction, that's operations. And then she asked about the up to 3 positions at the water transport facility and what would the qualifications be. John, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming it'd probably be 2 truck drivers and probably a full-time dispatch employee. The next question, I had another question in my notes, but let me come back to that. The next question I want to pass over to John is the impact on the cost of power, because that has been the subject of an advisory opinion, and I think, John, you can probably answer that.
Yeah, in our energy facility siting board application, we included a study that was reviewed by the Public Utility Commission, you know, in terms of the potential cost savings for energy for Rhode Island ratepayers. And the estimate that we had included in there was $210 million over, I think it was the first 4 years of operation.
And Ms. Kelly had another question, John, that you can answer, and that was who will purchase the power?
The power is bid into the grid. The grid is controlled by the independent system operator, and then you know, all ratepayers essentially buy that power. You know, when you look at your electric bill, you have a variety of charges on there. One of those charges being energy, and that's where you would see, you know, the rate that you would pay for power. It gets sort of spread over the entire system.
I think the final question Ms. Kelly had was the impact in dollars per year on the city. The water transport facility would have a water distribution line that would go into it with a meter. Other than that, it would have the trucks that would run out of it. I think we haven't done any study to answer your question candidly about impact of dollars per year on the city, but I would imagine they would be minimal. I mean, there's no kids in school, there's no you know, similar impact with a larger business. John, do you have something to add on that?
I think she was also asking about the qualifications that the personnel would have for the jobs. Yeah, so just to elaborate on, you know, 25 jobs that would be at the site. You have a site manager. Generally, that's somebody with a college education, you know, with a background in the equipment that would be required to be operated. There'd be an assistant manager with a similar educational background. Then there would be various maintenance managers, you know, for the various trades, you know, piping, electrician, you know, what have you. So, you know, those could be tradespeople. And then, you know, for the jobs that, you know, we're proposing would be at the transport facility, it's really somebody who has the capability with a Class 1 license who could drive a truck.
The last question I had, Mr. President, was the question was, where do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years? And I think I understand the question. It's if you build a plant, there's a problem, you go bankrupt, what happens? I think Attorney Toby mentioned earlier that a municipality such as Burrillville, you know, takes protective steps. For example, they've negotiated a tax treaty so that if the plant's approved, there's, you know, ample amount of taxes that are paid to offset impacts, etc. Another thing that they do is you have to provide a decommissioning plan, and that's been done. So if there was a bankruptcy or that type of event, there's a decommissioning plan that has to be funded and in place.
You were asked if there were going to be union jobs. Yes. Amnesia.
There was a question about if those jobs would be union.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
They would be non-union. The operations staff is non-union.
Non-union.
The plant will be built by union trade.
Thank you. I will, at this point, since we've, yes? The question was, would the positions at the facility be union or non-union? And it was said that they will be non-union positions. Having heard from all of the Woonsocket residents, we will be closing this public hearing. And I would like to thank everybody for your participation. I would like to...
I'm a North Smithfield resident. You provide my water to me.
Did you sign?
He had nowhere else to go. And yes, I did sign up. And there's plenty of other people that signed up that want to tell people the experience they had with these thieves out in Burville. I demand justice. This is my water system. I pay for this water. And if push comes to shove, you'll give the water to them before you give it to us in North Smithfield. These people are liars. They're absolute liars.
Ma'am.
Once a day, if that's the case, I weigh 110 pounds.
Ma'am.
Liars. Ask the people from Burville. Liars. Who signed the warrants?
And the unfortunate point, ma'am, is I was about to offer additional time. Thank you for convincing me. I have a motion to adjourn. All those in favor? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed?
That's why you have a hearing on a Friday.
Madam Clerk, can you do a roll call on the adjournment, please?
Shame on everyone.